Everyone, and welcome to our channel Med Study. So today in this video we are going to see about temperature, which is one of the vital sign in examining a patient. So normal temperature is 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius. For temperature in Fahrenheit, we have to multiply temperature in Celsius with 9 by 5 and add 32 to it. So normal daily variation of temperature is zero point 0.5 degrees Celsius. Rectal temperature is greater than oral temperature by 0.4 degrees, and which is in turn greater than axillary temperature by 1 degree. So now, seeing the causes of hyperpyrexia, there may be malaria, septicemia, encephalitis, thyroid storm, pneumonia, etc. And causes of hypothermia may be myxedema, coma, hypoglycemia, prolonged exposure to cold, and peripheral circulatory failure, etc. Now fever is when the AM temperature of more than 37.2 degrees Celsius or PM temperature of more than 37.7 degrees Celsius with an increase in hypothalamic set point. The word that increase in hypothalamic set point is very important in stating it as a fever. Now the causes of fever may be infections, neoplasms, vascular phenomena like pontine hemorrhage, autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, systemic lupus erythematosus, endocrine factors like thyrotoxicosis, physical factors like heat stroke, drug induced as seen due to hypersensitivity to drugs like sulfonamides, penicillin, and rifampicin. So type of fever according to severity, it can be classified as mild fever, which has range from 37.2 to 37.8 degree Celsius, moderate fever, which is 37.8 to 39.4 degrees Celsius, severe fever, which is 39.4 degrees Celsius to 40.5 degrees Celsius. Hyperpyrexia is when the temperature exceeds 40.5 degrees Celsius. Subnormal temperature is when it is below 36.5 degrees Celsius, and hypothermia when it is below 35 degrees Celsius. Now coming to type of fever according to pattern. The pattern of temperature change may occasionally hint at the diagnosis. So continuous fever is when the temperature remains above normal throughout the day and does not fluctuate more than 1 degree Celsius in 24 hours. Example, lobar pneumonia, typhoid fever, urinary tract infection, brucellosis, etc. Intermittent fever is when the temperature elevation is present for a certain period, later cycling back to normal, that is normal temperature between fever episodes, as seen in malaria, pyemia, septicemia. Following are the subtypes of intermittent fever, like quotidian fever, where with a periodicity of 24 hours, typical of Plasmodium falciparum malaria. Tertian fever, which with 48 hours periodicity, typical of Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium malaria, and cotton fever with 72-hour periodicity. It is typical of Plasmodium malaria infection. Now, continuing with type of fever, there is remittent fever, where the temperature remains above normal throughout the day and fluctuates more than 1 degree Celsius in 24 hours, as seen in infective endocarditis. There is special variant of fever called Pell-Epstein fever, which is a specific kind of fever associated with Hodgkin's lymphoma, being high for 1 week and low for the next week, and so on. However, there is some debate as to whether this pattern truly exists. Now, some special types of fever are seen, like hectic or septic fever as seen in septicemia, stepladder fever as seen in typhoid, camel hump fever as seen in Kala Azar, factitious fever which is a self-induced fever, fraudulent fever, which is manipulation of thermometer, prolonged fever is fever persisting for more than 2 weeks. Recurrent fever is when the repeated episodes of fever are interspersed with fever-free intervals of at least 2 weeks and apparent remission of the underlying disease. Now coming to pyrexia of unknown origin. It is fever of more than 38.8 degrees on at least 2 occasions, with illness duration of at least 3 weeks with no immunocompromised state, and the diagnosis remains uncertain after a thorough history, physical examination, and obligatory investigations. So that was all about fever. Thank you. I hope you liked the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will never miss an update. You can reach out to me in comments as well as the given email ID. I'll try to reach out to you as soon as possible. Thank you.